Thank you for joining us on Data Cloud Now, where we bring you the latest in all things data in business and industry. Today, we are exploring the growth in the online used car market. I'm now handing things off to our DCN correspondent, Gautam Srinivasan in Delhi, India. Enjoy.
Thank you, Ryan. I'm Gautam Srinivasan and welcome to Data Cloud Now. With me is Marut Singh, CTO at Cars24, which is an e-commerce platform that is transforming the way used cars are bought and sold by leveraging technology. And ladies and gentlemen, that's an understatement. Marut, great to have you on the show with us. And we're looking forward to knowing more about the Cars24 story, because the used car market, that's seen an explosion of growth. So I want to understand from you, what are the growth drivers in addition to affordability?
So if you look at used cars, each car is a different SKU, right? And because each car is a different SKU, you can find a car which suits your needs within your budget. You can't do that with new cars. New cars price is already determined by the OEMs, and you can't change that, right? Earlier, people used to get, some sort of discount from the dealers, but that doesn't happen anymore. So how can you afford a car which is not out of your pocket? Right? So in used car market, one of the things that people can do is they can actually customize. In a way, it's a customized purchase, right? So people who actually want to buy a luxury car, but they can't actually afford, and you've got, let's say, 40 lakhs budget, and the luxury car minimum is at 60 lakhs, you can actually go and buy a car for that purpose on a used car platform like Cars24.
So it's a nice upselling and cross-selling opportunity.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. And that explains why you've cornered the market. I believe 90% market share. You really cracked the code. So I want you to explain to our viewers, how has the cloud helped you improve customer journeys and create big ticket transactions online? Because in terms of consumer behavior, when things started, it was a dream almost to have these big ticket transactions done online. How did you crack that code?
How do you make sure that you are able to give all these services at a reasonable price to the customers, right? All that happens by collecting data at each and every stage. So you are going through multiple stages, and I have to make sure that I am able to keep the car in a certain standard within a certain cost. All that happens through data analysis. So we try to predict as much as possible how much cost we are going to incur, for example, on this particular type of car, right? By the time the car actually reaches the customer, right? Including logistics. So all that decisions are based on data, and data is all collected on a Snowflake platform, which has turned out to be a great investment platform for us. So thanks to Snowflake, its architecture is a well-designed product, and I'm not really, I'm called a great critic, right? I find flaws in almost everything in life.
As a CTO does.
Yeah, but Snowflake has turned out to be a great investment for us, and all our teams are leveraging that to the full extent. It works. We haven't been able to find, and we have found bugs in new platforms within 2 days and reported back to the vendors. But in Snowflake, we haven't found really any bug, and it scales beautifully, right? So.
Well, we are excited to have you here at Snowflake's Data Cloud World Tour, and you're one of the early adopters of Snowflake. So I want to know from you how it's helped you grow the business. You've given us an overview of the products and services. Tie it all in together in terms of the value of data that Snowflake has helped you unlock.
Absolutely. So what we do as a startup company is that we iterate a lot, right? Each and every product feature, be it checkout journey, be it, for example, what is the amount of token, right, that company will take from you in order to reserve a car, right? Or various other initiatives that we take. We try to give users an online journey, right? This generates a lot of data. And based on that data, how users are behaving, we try to give them different options. We iterate on it. And again, we draw some insights and again improvise upon that, right? That's how we call ourselves a product first, data-driven organization, right? And what Snowflake has done for us is that this headache of transporting data, managing it in one place, and making sure that it is available all the time, right? It is completely taken away. So our focus is just on how we leverage this data to draw more and more insights and give more relevant features to the customers, right? And ours is a complicated business. Each car in different part of the country, a different time of the year will be priced differently. So pricing is a very, very big problem for us. That is something we always keep evolving. And how do you evolve? You evolve based on the data that you are getting. More and more data you collect, better and better you can make your models, right? So this is all dependent on data, right? And so data has to be available, and that is where Snowflake is helping us.
Well, that's the power of this partnership, like gives you the bandwidth to really focus on your customers and bring new opportunities for them, which explains why Cars24 is the first automotive unicorn, I believe, in the country. So I want to know from you, as the market doubles in size in the next 5 or so years, how is Cars24 upping its innovation quotient to kind of capitalize on this opportunity?
So what we are doing is that, first of all, we are expanding our portfolio. We are bringing in things like in value-added services like annual maintenance contract. So you can pay a certain amount of money to Cars24, and we'll take care of your pre-owned vehicle, just like you get the guarantee from OEMs for your new vehicle, right? They run a similar sort of. So you get that sense of safety, that when you buying a pre-owned vehicle, and if it gets breakdown, then you can reach out to Cars24 and we'll take care of it. And again, it all generates a lot of data, and you again collect that data and you analyze and you improvise upon that. Second is that we are investing heavily into our mega refurbishment labs. So we have got MRL labs spread across the country, and we are automating all those processes, collecting data at each and every stage. If your car is in the paint section, we will know when the painting started, when it got finished. If you are waiting, let's say, for a spare part, and a spare part is not available with any of the OEM, we know exactly what is causing the delay, and we can take corrective action based on that. So all this we are doing we are a new age company. So not only it is our need, but it is also our philosophy to solve these problems through technology and data. Right. So
all right. So exciting things on the anvil when it comes to Cars24. Before we let you go though, Marut, you've been a hands-on tech leader, and your foundation though, it came from leading a team of 23 at a financial trading company where you kind of built an algorithmic trading tool and several other products. Now you dabbled in multiple startups after that as well. So based on all of your experiences, what defines a successful CTO in your view?
So successful CTO, just like any other C-level executive, needs to have a vision first. That this is where I want to reach, and dissect that vision into milestones. Because at different point in time, you will be having different sort of skill sets in your team. You will be having different size of the team. You will be having different investment that is available to you, right, in order to reach where you actually want to be. So what decision you need to make today? What are the most important decisions, right? You got X amount of money, where will you actually invest? Because you have always got more things that you need to take care of. That is point number one. Second is how you are able to inspire your team to do better. Right? So they have certain skill set, and technology is forever evolving, right? Every 2 years, the entire tech stack, no matter what you decide today, right, gets changed a lot. So you need to be able to make sure that your team is excited enough, always learning, always moving ahead, and trying to solve the problems that are coming, right? So the money is one part of the job, but another part is that the type of problems you are solving and the type of skill set you are gaining as part of those solutions, that should be able to excite the team, right? So that is one of the core jobs of a CTO.
All right. Always keep your eyes on the prize when using technology for your teams or for your customers. That's the insight, and that's the story of how data helps Cars24 move ahead in the fast lane of growth in the online used car market. Marut, thank you so much for joining us here on Data Cloud Now. Pleasure to speak with you. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. Lots more coming up from the Data Cloud World Tour India series.